at this. Meanwhile, Nesh is going for an attack in the front. Oh man, this is just poor strategy from Nesh. I'm sure if he had sieged up in the front, he would have been able to take out this whole air army without any problems. But the fact of the matter is he chose tactically a horrible spot there, and now he's going to be forced to retreat, tail between legs here. And I really cannot believe that Nesh lost that battle. Wow, that was insane. Um, I mean, each of those glides dealing 12 damage to those Mutalisks, and really just I'm amazed. I gotta say. So really, right now, Nesh is in a great position here. Actually, it's not 12, 11 damage because of the +1 Carapace. I just remembered, but still, I mean that was ridiculous. Um, Nesh, I would say, is now in a bit of trouble. Although he is going to be able to siege against this new base. However, these 4 tanks are probably going to be able to get killed before they go anywhere else, at least. I mean, they might be able to siege this, but that's it. Nesh really, yeah, I'm going to lose these tanks here. Well, he's managed to do some damage. Now, let's see where he goes. If he goes for this base again, I think it's a big mistake. Because, look, I mean, this base over here, the second natural, is a lot more vulnerable and is technically in a better position here. Meanwhile, though, the base up here, like I said, there's this ramp which will split his forces. It doesn't matter. It looks like, wow, Jolin's going to go and run in against this huge arc from Nesh. That's a mistake. The Terran player really has the advantage if he can get his units into an arc and force you to attack into the arc. We'll see if Jolin takes advantage of the fact that Nesh is out of his base to do some kind of counter harassment. I guess he probably should be, because right now he's not going to defend. He's not going to be able to, and he's going to have to go and try to finish off one of Nesh's bases. Not sure what Nesh is producing off of right now. It doesn't look like he's actually got that much production coming out. So, and Nesh anyway is going to pick off this base, but Jolin looks like he's going to pick off one of the bases of Nesh's. So right now, I actually wouldn't even say, if Nesh loses that base, he really won't be ahead by much, if at all. This is just turning out to be a very strange game, I gotta say. Nesh right now is not mining that much from his main either. It's mainly dead, and a Valkyrie trying to be produced, interesting enough, from Nesh's starport there. I wonder if a Valkyrie would be more useful. Well, I guess a science vessel would also be. I don't know. I guess a Valkyrie can be more useful than Science Vessel, considering these guys aren't that clumped together. Since they're not really microing, they're just basically A-moving. So I guess they're not that clumped. So a Science Vessel would not be as useful as these Valks should be. But Teal really needs to defend his bases better. Teal's going to lose another building here. He's going to lose his starport, and he's going to lose his science facility. Wow, what is he doing? I mean, either attack or defend. Do one of the two. Don't just move around the middle. But he is going to attack, actually, and this is not a bad move either. Is he going to be able to succeed here, though, in this attack is the question. Right now, this is going to be one of the pivotal battles of the game. Valkyries coming in also. Valkyries, ladies and gentlemen, coming in. Oh, Scourge, though, going to chase the Valks away. Now the Glides are caught in between high and low ground. Like I've been saying, this is a bad position for the Valks to be. Good split there from the Zerg player Jolin, but Jolin right now is facing an overwhelming amount of firepower. I still can't say who's going to win the battle, though. Nesh has lost his Valks, and he's just mining off of one base. Jolin mining probably off of 3 still, although the main is going to be thin. However, he is probably going to have a faster rate of intake than Nesh will. And Nesh right now falling for it again. Like I said, he can't do this. He's got to get all of his forces up the ramp so he can not have these Goliaths hanging around the back, and he is finally going to be able to break this ramp here. This is bad for Jolin here. Jolin's going to lose his second natural, and this is going to swing Nesh firmly in the lead here. So I do think that Rutgers here looks like Rutgers will be able to pull a win off. Really quite a spectacular game here, but it's not even over yet. I wouldn't say it's completely over, but actually, you know what? I gotta say, I mean, it's going to be hard as hell for Jolin to have a chance of coming back now. He's got a base at the upper left going up, but that's going to be it, though, for him. That's his only, new base. And Terran has 3 bases of his own, including a brand new one up here. So really, Terran mining off of 2 bases, Zerg mining off of, I guess 2.5 probably, if you add both of the mains and, whatever, maybe 2 or 2.5. But the Zerg really has a weaker army than he could have at this point. He's got +2 Carapace, though. That's going to help him. My apologies. +2 Carapace. So that's going to help him a little bit, but that is not going to be able to handle everything. that's getting dished out here from the Goliaths. And the Goliaths moving up to the upper left. Finally, there is a comsat station, so he probably has spotted that there's a base up here, and he needs to take it down. Right now, it seems like okay, it seems like Nesh needs to get himself into better tactical positions because right now Jolin is still able to ambush his army. Even though he can't really fight the whole army heads on, he is managing to do some damage to the Goliaths, and that shouldn't be happening. So one tank here for Nesh's army that should be able to slowly pound away at these sunken colonies. Meanwhile, it seems that Jolin's going to go for a big counter again in the main. However, Nesh has a lot of Goliaths there. Although these mutas are upgraded, it's overall not cost effective to do what he's doing right now. And wow, look at this. He's just going to go right in and kill these sunken colonies. Just go for it, man. Go for it. You're getting attacked. Just go for it, dude. What is he doing? Oh, man, Nesh. Just attack. Don't try to avoid the sunken hits. So, sorry, just getting a little frustrated watching. And for some reason, he was only on 4 facts still, and taking forever killing his new base. All right, just go. Just go. Go in. You're fine. All right, he is going to take down this base now, finally. So the Zerg player in huge trouble after he loses this base, but he still has this decent force of mutas that's causing havoc inside of Nesh's base. Nesh right now only with a couple of Gauls left, inside of his main at least, and after that, I think that's going to be he's going to have to pull his main force back, which he should be doing now. He's got about a dozen Gauls left, and for some reason, he's not pulling them. This could be trouble for him, actually. If Jolin manages to keep building up forces here, Nesh seems like he's forced to build turrets, which are not going to be that great against these upgraded mutas. But Jolin is just going to keep trying to find holes in this defense here. So Nesh right now just running out of gas also, as you can tell. That's his limiting resource, it seems, stopping him from building more Goliaths. And now a bunch of Lings coming out from Jolin, so this could be the beginning of some kind of crazy comeback here. I don't know. This is just very odd, but Jolin right now is doing critical amounts of damage to the main here. Well, I wouldn't say critical. I guess he's only taken down a Starport and a bunch of SCVs, but still a good amount of damage. And now, will he be able to get his act together and get Mutaling on top of these reinforcing Goliaths? I don't know. Jolin really needs to be able to take out this Goliath force and then go back to focusing on the main. Meanwhile, Nesh getting factories up, and he can get some vultures also, certainly. That would help against these Lings that are coming. But really, I can't imagine Jolin keeping up this pressure much longer. He really has almost no mining at all. This is his only base that has minerals next to it, and he's not even really mining it. So this is his only force here, basically, about a dozen mutas here, it looks like, because it's one clump. It's going to be fighting against a couple of Gauls here, and you know, I got to think Nesh is going to have this game in the bag. He's at 4 bases right now, being defended by a ridiculous number of turrets. So yeah, I mean, what does Jolin have left for him? He's got unupgraded Lings and a dozen mutas, but he's gonna have probably one big attack left, or one, not even that big, but one attack left. He might be going for the upper right here. It seems that he will be, and Nesh is gonna be forced to reinforce that position. So Ling's running up through the middle here. Nesh not in position with his vultures, and you know, he really could be. He just needs to get up this ramp here with his vultures. Not going to be able to get up the ramp though. But these SCVs are very good at blocking, and they've done a very good job so far at stopping these Lings from doing anything. So once again, the Ling force defeated by Nesh here, and Nesh really has a firm grip on this game. I gotta feel. I mean, it is going to take a miracle for Jolin to come back here, even though he definitely wants this. I mean, UT has been through 4 grueling games here, or I guess one of them was a forfeit, but still, you know what I'm saying. And they've been through a long series, and they've been through a whole season, the first season of the Star Cup, the Star League rather. They want to get into the finals, and so does Rutgers. So they'll probably be playing to the bitter end here, but I got to think this is going to be soon. Nesh right now going for a counterattack. Now he's being aggressive enough. I like this from Nesh, and it looks like GG coming from Jolin.